it's Misha Danielle and welcome to my channel. Today is a very exciting day. Actually, yesterday was even more exciting, but I didn't head to the mall yesterday, but guarantee I had to stop at my local Sephora and peep the new Fenty Beauty. Yesterday, Rihanna successfully added 10 new foundation shades to her Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation line, and I will tell you my quick dilemma. So when Fenty Beauty's foundation line was released, I was so excited because I just wanted to own a really nice matte foundation, and that is exactly what her cosmetic line guaranteed. So I rushed to the store, and of course it was sold out, but I had got matched, color matched, and the consultant told me that I was in the shade 440. So what I did, I was on a waiting list online at Sephora.com, and I quickly ordered 440 because they emailed me as soon as it was back in stock. And so when I tried the foundation on, here it is, it was too light for me, and it was almost like an ashy color, and it also had a lot of red undertones. Now, when I was color matched, when I used to wear MAC foundation, I was told, oh, you have so many red undertones that you need a foundation that has red in it. But can you imagine a ashy foundation with red undertones? It just didn't work for me. And as badly as I wanted this foundation to work, I remember just like shaking it up, like this is gonna work. I just have to love this foundation because I wanted to be a part of the hype. Although I pretty much, as you can tell back here, I own a lot of Fenty Beauty products, and as bad as I wanted to work, it did not work. So when I went in Sephora today just to test out the new concealer, which I'll talk about in a moment, the person that was helping me, she said she also released 10 new shades, and they're in between shades. And I had, you know, I read this, it was rumored last year that she was going to do that last fall, and it didn't happen. And so I'm like, that was a rumor. But when she said it, I got so excited because once 440 did not work for me, I went and purchased 450, and that was just too dark. So I was just like, why, Riri, why isn't your foundation working for me? So she told me there is a shade 445, and here it is. It's 445, and it does not have all the red undertones if you compare it. So this is 440 and this is 445. It doesn't have the red undertones. As she said, and as you'll kind of read about, it has more olive undertones, and I haven't really been compared to having olive undertones, but with her foundation line, it is too red. So I kind of swatched it in the store, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to test it out. I am going to do an first impressions video on this and let you guys know, is it worth the hype? Is this it? Because I cannot be the only one out there that the shades did not work. I'm literally the in-between. So I'm currently wearing a different type of foundation, so I'm going to take this off, and I am going to just do my first impression with this foundation, and I'm going to give you a rundown, and we're going to see if this foundation does its job, and we're going to test out this concealer. I noticed that her concealers, they are already matched up. So again, I truly believe that I am in the shade 445, but you know, it's recommended that you also get the concealer in the same number. But the whole point sometimes of concealer is to highlight certain areas, so you want to go with the shade lighter, and like I said, 440 was already too light, so I went out and purchased 440 in the concealer, and I'm so excited. I watched Rihanna's video about it, and I just really think that it'll work. I mean, if this works for me, I cannot express the joy that I'm going to feel putting this on and wearing it outdoors. I just could not walk out the house. I don't think when I tested out 440, I didn't go out anywhere. I think I went like my backyard for that natural sunlight, but I didn't go anywhere. I said this is not working, and I need this to work because I bought so much other products with the Fenty Beauty line. I bought like the shimmer highlighters, and I really felt like they would work with the matte foundation. So we will see. So stay tuned, and when I come back, I'm going to be fresh faced, and we're going to try this on, and we're going to see if this works for me, and I'm going to let you know the rundown, and you can decide for yourself if this is something that you want to purchase. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I wiped off my makeup that I previously had on, and I am going to apply the foundation, and I'll tell you what I purchased. Although, like I said, I was totally disappointed with the shade 440. I did with hopes. I don't know why I thought it was going to work, but when she came out with the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer, I thought it would make it better, but it didn't. So it's in the soft matte shade here, and this is going to be my primer that I am going to put on my face so that it can be just poreless and just really smooth. Like they say, you don't need much. I just kind of prime in areas where I know that my foundation really reflects. I know there are some parts of my skin where my pores really show, and that is right here in this area, almost like in my T-zone. And so this is the area that I'm gonna like put probably a lot. I know it is supposedly, that's what I've heard, that is going to give you like that flawless effect, and trust me guys, I'm all about flawlessness. And so with that being said, I do want to make sure that I am giving an accurate impression of the product. I am going to put just a little bit right here under my chin or on my chin just to do it. I do notice though that with this primer, it is coming up a little blotchy and white, but mostly the primers I use, they do appear that way once applied on the skin. I'm not going to rub it in too much, but I know it is like a whiter presence. It's something, you know, almost like it's behaving as though it's blotting paper. But I do have the Pro Filt'r primer on, and so now we're going to get into it. I'm going to make sure that I choose the correct foundation. So again, this is 440, and it did not work for me, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and I am going to apply 450. And so here it goes. I'm super excited for this. Don't mind guys, if I look over, I'm looking at my mirror or I'm holding it as I apply this here. It is very hard to apply primer on the camera, and I do see some areas that was not rubbed in. So thankfully I'm not going to rely on the camera to give me that exact look. The foundation brush that I will be applying, it is my all-time favorite, so it might look like I'm using like this paintbrush. Trust me, I'm not using the paintbrush. I'm using the Becca brush. I will leave some type of link or description in my description box down below. This is an all-use type of brush. It's absolutely amazing. You can put eyeshadow on, you can put concealer, but that is a whole different product. We want to focus on Fenty, so I just want to let you guys know I'm not using a paintbrush. So I'm going to put some of the foundation. I am going to put some of the foundation here on this brush like so. I know some people, they like to kind of apply it directly onto the skin, but I found what's most effective for me for the application process is to place it on my brush first, and especially using this brush, and then to just go in. So I'm going to just kind of do that now. What I noticed though, that when I place it on my brush here, it does appear, I don't know if the camera is doing any justice, but it does appear much darker. That makes me a little bit nervous, but we shall see, right? So, oh wow, it's not coming on that way whatsoever. Oh, it's really pretty. So again, like it stated, it is an olive color. I can tell you guys right now, I do not experience any type of redness or, you know, anything for red undertones whatsoever. This product is absolutely wonderful as such. It's so different because I'm really into dewy foundations, but like I mentioned before, we all know that Pro Filt'r is a matte foundation, so it is very exciting to have a matte foundation. I've never successfully worn it, so it gives you a different look, and I'm so into different looks. So let's just put the rest on here. It is really blending in beautifully with my skin. It is very, very nice. So I'm just going to get the top of my forehead as well and blend those areas, and it is seamlessly wonderful. It's not dewy, it is just right. Wow, I really, really like this, guys. This is just what I need. So again, I'm just brushing along those areas, trying to blend in. With Rihanna's Fenty Beauty line, I do notice that you do not have to do so much work for this foundation to blend it with your skin. Some foundations you have to blend, but with this, you can just blend as such, and it, wow, I have a matte finish. So let's just say, so far, I'm already impressed with this product. This is so nice. Wow, it's matte. Wow. It's just right. It's not too dark, it's not too bright, it's not all red. This looks very natural. And again, I purchased the concealer. So again, I purchased the concealer, and I did not get it in the shade 445 due to me wanting to brighten up a little of those areas. So now we're going to test out her concealer. I mean, this is the most talked about concealer I've heard in a long time. I know that Tarte Shape Tape concealer is one that's talked about often, but now that Fenty Beauty has released this concealer, I mean, it is a talk of the town, and I want to be part of the talk of the town. I mean, who doesn't want to be part of the talk of the town? So this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer, and again, in the shade 440. I'm not sure that you can see that. So what I'm going to do, let's just look at it. Wow, I really like the application brush. This makes it easier to apply. I really like concealers that have a brush like this. It's just easy to directly do that. So I'm going to grab my mirror once again, and I am going to kind of try to lighten up the areas, mostly under my eyes. That is an area that I really like to conceal. Wow, it is a very, very smooth application here. Wow, looks very nice. I really think that the brush is just right. There is a different concealer that I mostly use, and the brush is a little bit thicker, but this goes on so smoothly, guys. Wow, this is very nice. So I'm gonna kind of just highlight right here, and so I'm gonna do the same exact thing under my eye over here, but this is very nice. So far, I am liking this, and you will too. What I've noticed is that it is very cream based, and that is really nice too. So it is going to cover up those pores. It is going to make your makeup look a little bit flawless as well. And this is really good. I know I'm not going to contour my nose as sometimes I usually do. I really want to focus on the under eye area, and I am so excited for this. So I'm going to take my very same brush here, and I am going to blend in, and we're going to see what this looks like. Wow. Again, it is very easy to blend this in. Very, very easy to do so. It does not take a lot of blending. It kind of just goes in seamlessly with the skin. Wow, pores are covered up. This concealer, along with this foundation, it is like the icing on the cake. It is very nice. So I'm going to do the same exact thing here on the other side so that you guys can see. Wow. Really, really nice. And it is important to make sure that everything is smooth on out. I know, like, when you place your concealer on, This isn't something you want to do in a rush, because when you go out with that natural lighting, you can see areas that you probably may have not blended in very well. I don't regret going with 440. I am curious if like a 4, maybe a 430 or a 420 would have done well. I know for sure the 420, it is like a more like lighter banana light color, and I don't know, like a honey that might be a little bit too bright, but this is, I think, just enough. So I have the Gloss Balm here, and again, it's in the shade Diamond Milk. A lot of people did not like this, and I don't know why. I absolutely love it. It gives your lips that really nice shimmer. It's not too much. To me, it's not overpowering, and I think that'll top off the look really, really nicely. Really, really nice. I did purchase her Gloss Balm in the shade Fussy, and to me it matched my lips color too much. My lips are a natural light pink, and I didn't really see it do much, and I only wore it once, so I don't have too much to say about it, but my first impression was like, this Diamond Milk is the best. And like her original one, it's this is it for me. So I don't know what you guys are talking about saying that it's not working, because honey, it's working, and it's working nicely too. Very, very nice. Yeah, it still gives you that natural look. It's not overpowering, and I really, really like it. So now that I have applied the foundation as well as this concealer, I would have to say that it did the job. I am so happy. I'm thankful for being patient, although in the between time I did have to kind of find 2 other foundations that I adore, and maybe I'll do a separate video on my top 5 foundations. But I'm glad that I was patient. I didn't give up, and let's just say Fenty Beauty, it did the thing. It came through. So without further ado, these 2 products are helping me start off the new year off right. So would I suggest that if you are in the in-between shades, yes, go for it. She released 10 new shades that are going to be like the in-between shades. So if Fenty Beauty foundation did not work out for you the first time around, I guarantee that most likely it will work out for you this time. So don't give up. Don't do it. So if you enjoyed this video, would you be so kind to click that subscribe button, click the notification bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you have tried her new shades or the new concealer, be sure to comment down below, and let's start a conversation about the pros and the cons of this product. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.